let's go. Okay, we are on episode 20. Can you believe that? Episode 20,
Here we
Lonnie.
go.
Here we go. And
You ready?
yes,
Not yet. Ready?
yes, it
Set.
is on.
And you're live.
We are live. Hello, 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 my friends. Welcome to Live with NAZ. And today is Quarantine in Corona, episode 20. We've been together 20 hours, ladies and gentlemen. This is amazing. I love every minute of it. And it's good to see you. Let's see who we do have. Right. Jane, how are you? Natalie, Teresa, Linda, Eli, Maron, thank you for joining us. Michael Rodriguez, how are you, brother? Hi, guys. How are you? Daryl Killingworth, thank you for joining us. Jay Stelton and Miles Kirby, thank you guys for joining us again. Hope you've been having a great day. Today's Wednesday. We start. We're doing this at 8:30 p.m. Pacific, so we are not competing with any churches because I know Wednesday services are already done by now. Lonnie Pelly, how are you? Thank you, Teresa. How you doing? Beth and Art. So it's good to see you guys. This is awesome, awesome, awesome. What do you call it? Anybody? I know today we're gonna have some new people joining us because I sent some to my phone directory. I send some text to invite people, but you guys are my solid. Jeremy White, thank you for joining us. What's up, Pastor Jeremy White? This guy is one of the hippest pastor you're gonna meet. He is amazing, and I think your son just went to college. Is that it? Is that Pastor Jeremy? Is that what's going on? Amy, welcome. Michael, how are you guys this evening? Oh, we're all doing great. Cynthia Johnson, thank you for joining us. If you guys want to share this with your friend, that would be great to share it. If anybody's celebrating any birthdays, any anniversaries, let us know. And also, Pastor Jeremy White, I think you are in what's the name of the city and state? Because if someone's close to you, they don't have a home church, that would be their future home church. Uh, Churches in Florida done long time ago. Oh, that's right. Oh, Daryl, are you in Florida? Yes. Oh, well, thank you for staying up for you. Natalie, thank you for sharing this. Masjid Said from Downey, thank you. Is that Camelback Church behind you? Yes, it is. We're gonna be talking about the Middle East. Why not? Cynthia Thomas, thank you for joining us. You said when you're not working, you're gonna watch. What do you do for work, Cynthia? Let us know. Uh, Alrighty, let's see who else is joining us. Keto Olson from Redmond, Oregon. Thank you for joining us. Our church in Hemet just finished. Okay, that's awesome. Husband Philip Anthony Lee. Okay, he is next to you. Good. Thank you. Hello, hello, Mr. Philip. Don't worry, I mean this too. Alrighty. Hello. Okay, here we go. If you're not celebrating any birthdays or anniversaries, that's fine. Let us know. And you know what? I was just thinking about the Middle East. You know, in America, people were complaining about the president and like, oh man, and the president, what, 4 year term, maximum 8. I'm from the Middle East. We had presidents for life, and you can't complain. And after that, their kid take over. But we had the freedom. When you go vote, you go into the booth. There's only one dot. That gives you the option to choose which one. And there's always a guy with a gun inside the booth with you, like, oh, looking which are you gonna fill the dot or not. But we are visionaries in the Middle East. We know exactly who's going to be the president in 40 years from now. I bet we can do that here in the U.S. But that's something the Middle East and things that bad about the Middle East is, you know what? Everybody has an opinion. So you can't have a choir. You cannot have, they won't sing in unison. And you can't play Ring Around the Rosie because if you can get three Middle Easterns to go in one direction, you'll never have problems in the Middle East. But so yesterday, what I did, if you're a pastor or if someone is watching that's interested in that, yesterday on my podcast, Laughter for All with comedian Nazar's podcast, I had a missionary who spent time in the Middle East during the Syrian war, the Iraqi war, the Afghani war. His name is Tom Doyle, and he wrote many books like Killing Christians and other books. And he was so insightful yesterday. It's amazing. But here's something, and his name is Tom. Like I'm thinking, like, how some Middle Eastern guys or people from other cultures they come to America and they change their name. They cut it like Abdul would become Bob. I'm serious. Like again, Salman become Sam, which is really dangerous because let's say your name is Abdul Hamid and you changed it to Bob when you came to America, and now you're crossing the street and the truck is coming at you and your friends are going, "Hey Bob," and your brain is still going, "Bob who?" Boom, too late. See, and I don't know why. Why can't Americans when they go to the Middle East like stretch their name, like make it longer? Like Bob will be kebab, Tina will be Fatima, and Phil will be falafel. That would, but uh, is that the green screen? Yes, that's the green screen. Just finished watching our service. Oh, thank you. This is awesome. I meet with the Queen of England wore a green dress. Oh, I didn't know that. But anyway, don't touch your face. I did. Let me know, guys. What do you call it? I'm gonna ask you something here, because this show, if you're watching for the first time, this show is not about me being funny. It's about you guys being funny. So what I do is I'm gonna ask you a question, and you guys answer it. I can guarantee you, from 20 shows already, we have some funny people here. Some funny people. Some of them are not stand-up comics, but they are hilarious, and they proved it. So I'm gonna ask you this question, guys. Bobby Marsh, thank you for joining us again. Jeremy, is this the one, the comedian page as well? That's where I send all my friends. Uh, no, it is on this page. But John, did you we share it already? But thank you so much, Pastor Jeremy. Let us know. Did you tell us what city and state your church is? I think you're in Vacaville, California. Vacaville is about an hour and a half north of Fresno. Uh, I'm not that funny. Yeah, you are, Michael. You are funny. All of you are guys are funny. This okay. Here's the question. You know how in the Middle East there's always conspiracy theory. Whenever something happened, they don't believe the government. They're always a conspiracy theory. But over there, they blame everything on Israel. Like, let's say you had a hurricane in the Middle East, they blame it on Israel. Let's say, Hurricane Katrina, they blamed it on Israel. 9/11 was Israel's fault. So everybody was agreeing, okay, it's the same conspiracy theory, the same people. But here in America, right now, with the whole COVID-19 and coronavirus, we know this is a virus. We know it's a pandemic. Now, if you have to come up, let's make some conspiracy theory here right now. Who do you think did it if it was something that was made by humans? Let's be funny. We don't want like, oh, this angry, thing. That's just funny. Here's my thoughts. I think, okay, who would be the one? I think Charmin, the company, the toilet company started it. Or maybe school kids who hate school. Okay, bring them on. Come on. I want to see what you guys think. What would be the conspiracy theory that you have? Vodkaville. Cynthia, if you want to move to Vodkaville, you're only allowed 2 visits. And if
Vodkaville is right next to Margaritaville.
Steve Jobs started it. Purell. Yeah, Purell did. See, you guys are bringing them. I know those Charmin bears, you can see it in their eyes. I bet they did, Victor. That's right. Who do you think? Let's see. Conspiracy theory. Who do you think did it?
This is what I think. Dad.
What?
I think it was George Bush.
George Bush did it?
Yeah, because he's done every conspiracy, apparently.
He apparently has been blamed for every conspiracy. Bill Gates, okay.
Oh, that is weird.
5G AT&T spectrum. You know what? We heard that. I think the 4G is the one did it because they don't want the 5G. Roger, thank you for joining us. Miles Kirby. Charmin and Purell are in cahoots together. Purell, who did it? Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, maybe. I saw his movie yesterday, Social Network.
Social Network,
yeah. Boss Baby called his buddies and tested their diapers. Okay. Costco, yes. It was the monkeys. Caesar did it. Zoom. Oh, Zoom. Yes, Zoom is
Oh,
making a
that's
lot
good.
of. Oh, that's a good one. Zoom make a lot of money out of this one. What about, let's see, employees who don't want to commute to work? Maybe? Hmm? They love working from home? How about that? Netflix. That's a good one. That's a good one, Karen. Karen, that's a good one. I had it on Mr. Clean, the Tiger King. Oh, that's right. All right, Nancy, thanks for joining us. Come on, guys, share this. Conspiracy always needs a good plot twist. Okay, so let's keep them coming. Who, if it's a conspiracy, who did it? Zoom is good. Corey Curtis, thank you for joining us, Corey. The Charmin Bears were just the pawns of the guys who used to yell, "Don't squeeze the Charmin." Introverts. Oh, that's right. Let's see. How about people who are sick and tired of traffic? Maybe those are the ones that don't want to see it more. Hulu or hula? Hulu probably. Hate shaking. People who hate shaking hands at church. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Um, let's see. People. How about Russia? We have to add Russia, of course. You know, everything's blamed on Russia. Russia, maybe. How about Anthony Fauci needed some attention? Why not? That would be good. Let's see. Shout out to all the OCDs. You guys are ahead of the curve. Toto Rooter. Okay. Who do you think caused this whole thing? You know, Matthew Durst, the Philistines. Hey. The Christians who don't want to the tithe anymore. Amazon, FedEx, and UPS. Right. FedEx did it. See, at least you. Walmart. Oh yes, Walmart is busy. You know. Let's see. How about Chinese animals tired of getting killed? Maybe. I don't know. Hi, Betty. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I think Fauci is getting. Oh, Fauci is probably going to be expensive now as a speaker. Oh, it's going to be worth a lot of money. By the way, FedEx and UPS are merging into one company. Okay. Give me the joke, Beth. Okay. Martina, thank you for joining us. Miles, I was Milton from Office Space. You see, they moved to his office to the basement. Okay. Hard. Okay, DoorDash app did it. That's right. You know what? I had a one time I was doing a show. I was doing a show and I was talking to the audience, and one lady, she worked for DoorDash, and she goes, "They fired me." I go, "Why?" She goes, "In the middle, of the trip, delivering the food, she got hungry, so she pulled over and ate the food. Never went and delivered it." True story. True story. That's what she did. The Muppets did it. Okay. The mask companies. That's right, Linda. Mask companies. Naveen Raphael, thanks for joining us. The question is, on Pastor Ellis Pittman from Nashville. Thank you. Here's a question to you guys, and be funny. If this was a conspiracy theory, let's make our own conspiracy theory. If if it was done by a person or an organization, who would do it? I know you guys came up with like Zoom, Costco, Netflix, Fauci, the Social Security Administration not wanting to pay seniors. That's a good one. Batman, so Chinese stop eating bats. That's right. Oh my God, this is funny. This is funny. Chris Rossetti joined us. Chris, come on. We need to have a conspiracy theory. Who caused this whole coronavirus? It was those pesky kids that didn't want to go to school. That's right. Toilet paper companies, right, Ray? Ray, first time. If you're first time, tell us city and state and what do you do for work so we can help you. Like yesterday, we had a guy named George, and he owned a sign company. So we said, tell us what your website, and if we need banners, we'll order from you. Well, let's see. Here's my thought. And yes, Denise Haskin, thank you for joining. Keep in comment. You know what? I think Budweiser did it to hurt the Corona beer. What do you think? Budweiser. That could be it. Husbands who are tired of their wives shopping at the mall. I'm all for that. But, Nancy Pelosi. Instacart. Okay. All right. Ray's from Napa Valley. Napa, California. That's beautiful. Thank you for joining us, Ray. Republican National Committee. Santa Claus. That's okay. That's funny. Okay, how about wives who are tired of their husband watching sports all day? Or husbands are at work all day, they don't come home. Hey, let's bring him home. Chris Baker, I admit it was me. Chris from Colorado Springs, thank you for joining us. Chris is with Focus on the Family. Thank you guys for what you do. Brad Rokel, thank you for joining us. And Isam Bukhtar, thank you guys for joining us. Right now it is 8:45. Every 15 minutes here at Live with NAZ community, we sanitize every 15 minutes. So everybody, you need to sanitize right now if you have it. John needs to send. By the way, John is responsible for everything you see here. The quality of the 4K cameras, the lights.
It's gonna go up now that we have a new computer.
What?
It's gonna go up.
It's gonna get improved a lot.
You're
We just bought a new computer. We're still not installed it, but all the backgrounds, everything is coming by. Bath and Body, they're the ones who did it. The eye doctor who wants us to watch so much TV, we need to buy new glasses. Okay, that's a good one. People who hate to get up early, have you thought about that? I bet you my 12-year-old daughter is the one who caused this whole thing. She is so happy. She's been grinning since the quarantine. 22 days. You can't make her upset. I can say anything. Go to your room. Don't play. No computer for a week. She's just smiling. She's done with school. Alrighty. Alrighty. All right. So here's another one for you guys. And this comes from Chris. What new ice cream flavor will Ben and Jerry release when the pandemic ends? What's a new ice cream flavor will Ben and Jerry release when the pandemic is over? Give me. Michael, thank you for joining us. All right. All teenagers. That's right, Lori. If you joining us, all right. Thank you for sharing, Amy. Share it. If you guys want to share this, just share it with your friends.
Keep sharing it.
Keep sharing it.
Keep
All right.
sharing it. We need it.
We need it. Okay, let me reload. Alrighty. Okay. Keto faucet Fauci fever. That's right. All right. So pickle ice cream. Okay. What kind of ice cream would Ben and Jerry come up with after the pandemic? All right, let's see. Corona with lime flavor ice cream. Okay, good one. Wow. Jeremy jumping in really with good stuff. Okay, let's see.
Did someone say bat ice cream?
Bat ice cream? Anybody say? No, nobody.
Peanut batter. That's funny.
Peanut batter.
That's
That's a good one, Hector. That's a good one. Hector and Marissa. Maybe it's Marissa's the one who came up with it. Maybe not Hector. We need to know. They're in Corona, California, my neighbors. Hello. Oh, I know you. Hector. Hey, buddy. How are you? All right. It's good to see you guys. Top ramen surprise. Okay. This is the one I came with. Fudge Fauci. Or Fauci Fudge. And the other one is called the chocolate dough cookie, which stands for CDC. CDC. Chocolate dough cookie. I don't know. Blueberry and marshmallow ice cream. Okay. Amy, you're hungry, aren't you? Okay. What kind of ice cream Ben and Jerry would come up with after the pandemic is over? Quarantine monkey? I don't know. Chunky monkey? Chunky quarantine? I don't know. Clean caramel. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. What do you guys got for? And what are you thinking? Of course, while we're thinking, I always have to share with you some of those facts that you will not believe, but it's true. Funny facts. All right. Did you know carrots just might turn you orange? This is a fun fact. It's true fact. If you eat enough carrots, about 3 large carrots a day for several weeks, it increases the beta carotene in your blood and could turn your skin orange. So you are what you eat. So if you want your skin to turn orange, eat 3 large carrots a day for several weeks. Another fact, high heels were originally for men. This is true. When high heel shoes first came into fashion in the 10th century, they were intended for men. It wasn't until the 18th century that more women wore high heels than men. Okay, Nancy Subhi, give him back to your husband. Those high heels were meant for men, and then women took that from us. That's not fair. Okay. I even, you know what? I'm so clumsy. I trip with my own tennis shoes. I don't know how I'm gonna wear high. I will never wear that. But anyway, give me some Ben and Jerry ice cream. Freaking Fauci. Good one, Daryl. Okay, my wife just joined in. So, honey, we need to know what kind of ice cream Ben and Jerry what flavor would come up with.
Corona ice cream.
She said Corona ice cream. Good. Cherry masquerade. Originally purple. Carrots were mine. Okay. Eat garlic and you will smell like garlic. Okay. No more carrots, President Trump. Good one. Good one. Let's see. We need some ice cream flavors after the pandemic. Okay. Vaccine praline. Praline? Is it, how do you say it? Vaccine praline.
What?
That's a good one. Sugar-free cookies and cream.
I can't see it.
Okay, let's see. Beth. Yeah, Beth vaccine. Say it. Lysol. Good one, Messi. Stimulus quarantini surprise. Good one. Okay, Cerveza cough. Gabe. Hi, Gabriel. How are you? Stimulus quarantine Cerveza. Oh, this is awesome. PB&J sandwich.
Wait, virus-free vanilla?
Virus-free vanilla. That's a good one, John. You made that up?
No. Teresa just did.
Teresa did it. That's good. Cough drop ice cream. Good one, Amy.
What was the thing you were trying to pronounce?
Well, praline, but Beth and Art.
Praline?
Praline vaccine there is one called. See, that's a problem with my English. It's not. It's a second language. Praline. What is praline? Is that the medicine? No.
How do you spell it?
How do we spell it? Chunky chloroquine.
Chloroquine. Yeah. Oh no, that's not the word.
No, that's not the word. Cold and all alone. That's a good one. Corona beer. Okay. Let's see. It was called. Let's see. We're still working trying to pronounce vaccine. Praline. Praline.
I don't even know what that is.
I saw it once at the Furlough Fruit Loop. Okay, half baked bat. Good one. Good one. That's
Daniel.
John says mucus mucha. Ouch. Hi guys. Peanut Provax. Your English is better than my Middle East.
This is what praline is.
What is it?
It's like chocolates.
Oh, praline is like chocolate.
It's a smooth, sweet substance made by boiling nuts and sugar.
Well, okay, talking to the mic.
And filling with chocolate.
This is an educational program as well, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
this is it. You know what this is.
What is it?
Praline.
Praline? What is it?
It's like the nuts.
It's
that
like
are
nuts.
Molded together.
It's like nuts molded together. See, vanilla with TP chunks. Praline are nuts. Okay, we're nuts too here. Pronounced praline. Oh, I should know it as a Christian. I should know. I want to eat nuts that starts with the word pray.
Praline.
Yeah, praline. Oh no, pray hard. Cindy Straw, I think you're new to joining us, so let us know city and state and what do you do for work. So hopefully, or if you have a business or something, maybe we all can support you. John Iscariot joined us again. Thank you, my beloved. We were asking a question: if Ben and Jerry would make some ice cream, what would it be? And while we're doing that, I notice some of you are single here. Sweet anecdote, okay. Flatten your curve. That's a good one, Shell. Okay. Here's my thinking about, let's see, I know some of you are single here on this. And we in the beginning of our shows, we used to ask you, if you're single, let us know. If you're single, let us know your age group, like within 10 years. So maybe we can connect people together. Happy, patience, sweet stimulant. Good one. These are good ones, guys. Okay, so anyway, I was just thinking, you know what? The reason, someone was telling me that marriages, because of the quarantine, is going to have a lot of divorces afterwards. Some comedian was saying that. And I think, no, I think it's a time to get, couples closer together. But I'll tell you why we have divorces in this country. It's the way the whole wedding ceremony does not contribute to the lasting of the marriage. Because when you think about it, these two people, they come together at the wedding. She has a $5,000 gown. She has $300 on the hair, $300 on the makeup. He has all the money on the tuxedo. By the time they get together, this is the best they ever gonna look. It's downhill from there. So I think if you want the marriage to last, 3 days before the wedding, both of you, no shaving, no showers. And just when you come in, you're going to look at your spouse to be sniffing and go, oh, they're going to smell better tomorrow. See? Hope. But I think the problem is sometimes there's guys who don't have a job, don't want to do anything, they're sitting watching TV all day, and they find a woman, she's a 10, and they say, oh, that's the woman I want to marry. No, 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 no. This is where we need real estate agents. If you're a real estate agent, let us know who you are. Shalom, John. How are you? Because you need to go to a real estate agent who can pre-qualify you. They look at your income, how much you make, your weight, what do you do all day, and go, hey, maybe you can find someone who's a 1 or a 2. And then you go find them, and when you find someone, you bring them the MLS number, and they open escrow. So you guys start dating, and then they bring the inspector, and he looks like, okay, yes, she's a blonde. He has all his teeth. And then they got the appraiser. He goes, yes, he's a 1, she's a 2. And then when you're ready, this is where the important thing, people. When you're ready to do the wedding, at the wedding, day, it's a ceremony, you have to do disclaimers. You have to do the disclaimers, and that would be very important to do the disclaimers when you, like, for example, the first one, he looks at her, he goes, you know what, I'm a little fixer-upper, but I have a great potential. She goes, well, I have a great foundation, but not much up in the attic. He goes, well, when I was 12, I used to be a bedwetter, but now all the plumbing works. Well, my background is bigger than the rest of the neighborhood, but I'm willing to downsize. And then you say, I do. And then get Verizon Wireless to write the marriage contract because you can never get out of it. And Guzman would like that because he's with AT&T. But vows were? No, they weren't like that. Single since 2001, under 100, over 30. Good job, Teresa. Jeremy, all right. Debbie Matheson. Hi. I used to work with Debbie many, many years ago at a company called Restaurant Enterprises, where I was in the payroll tax department, and she was, I think, in either payroll or accounts payable. And her mom, Pat, worked with us too, and it was great. Hello, friend. How are you, Debbie? Thank you for joining us. Tell us, guys, if you're here. Gary Slater just joined us. Gary, I love Gary. Gary's a friend of mine. Once a month, we used to, the BC, before Corona, we used to have a men's gathering once a month, and we just talk about life and politics and everything. I hope you're feeling better, my brother. And, well, Gary works with my brother at Caltrans, so if you are really appreciating the empty freeways, thanks to Caltrans, that's how they planned it to be. They weren't planning it to be like it used to be, but with the coronavirus, now Caltrans can get all these freeways done faster. So thank you for joining us. LS, most likable spouses. Being Christian is number 1. That's right, Betty. All right. What do we got? Choco Church container. Container empty. Okay. Over half a century old. Okay. Empathetic. Okay. This is funny, guys. All right. Karen Carey, thank you for joining us right now. We are 1 minute away from sanitizing. Every 15 minutes, Oh, my cousin. No, that's Serene. My cousin Serene from Baltimore. Thank you for joining us. All right. And by Easter parade flavor canceled. Oh, they canceled that? Just because of the quarantine, you can't have ice cream with Easter flavor? Oh, maybe it's not politically correct. We have to call it, that's like blue, I don't know what you call it, egg flavor, colored eggs flavor. Okay, here we go. Uh, I was just thinking this. Be cautious of hair salons that sell hats. Be cautious of hair salons that sell hats. I told you guys all the hair. My hairdresser called me. Yes, I do have a hairdresser. And he told me this when the whole quarantine started. He said, what's in the air is in your hair. What's in the air is in your hair. Wash your hair. Every time you go out and come inside, wash your hair because it sticks to it. That's the purpose of hair. Not, I know. I'm I know people always like look at me, when you're losing hair, people I'm like, "Hey, I'm down here, okay?" What, you never seen erosion before? I think Pastor Jeremy, you guys should have in your church, you should have grief ministry for men who are losing hair. We need that. But so, are you guys ready for another question? 9 bells. Let's sanitize. That's right. It's 9 o'clock. Time to sanitize, everyone. We need to sanitize. And here's another thing. I'm going to ask you this because we have some pastors with us, and we love them. You know what? Now that when the whole thing is over, and we're all back to normal life, and people are going to churches, I think churches need to start doing commercials to bring people in. So I think they have to have sponsors so they can get more money to make up for the money they lost during the quarantine and the coronavirus. So I came up with this. Mina Ghali, thank you for joining us. By the way, Mina, you're in the military, so thank you for your service. Here we go. If we have commercial at churches, that's sponsored, like we say, the sermon today is on the suffering of Job. It's brought to you by State Farm Insurance. When things go wrong, State Farm is there. That would be one example. Okay, the evening sermon is on feeding the 5,000, and it's brought to you by Costco and Hometown Buffet. It's all you can eat. Okay, can you guys come up with some sermons and who would sponsor them? Let me know. The high school and junior high will be enjoying the sermon on Jonah provided by SeaWorld. Come visit our huge aquarium. So tell me, what would be... Brent Reed just joined. I can't wait until church is open again. I love their chicken. Okay? This is funny. I was telling this earlier, Brent. You guys gotta hear this. You know what? One time I was at a very nice restaurant, and they had the chicken, the breast was about like $40 for a plate, a chicken breast for $40. The next day I went to Popeye Chicken, it was $1.99. I bet you they come from different farms. Like the ones for the $40, you know what? You can go to their farm where the chicken each chicken has an acre because it's, they have their free range and they're all like, their feathers blown dry, their beak is like Botoxed, and they're, just walking quietly. The ones at the Popeye Chicken Farm, you can see every chicken, there is missing a wing. They have ankle bracelets, and they all smoke. Like, where's Walmart, man? Show me. That's why they smell smoked, because it's not from. They don't smoke the chicken. They just do it anyway. Under the Sea for Jonah. That's a good one. Chill. Let's see. Lonnie Pelly, Story of Jonah, brought to you by Free Willy. Good. Alrighty. Let's see. McLean. Read it. I can't wait. Okay, let's see. Give me some. Moses depart the Red Sea, brought to you by Red Lobster. Good one. Okay, keep them coming, guys. Give me a sermon or a story in the Bible, and who would be the sponsor? What business would sponsor that? John, come on, join us, buddy. You gotta come up. You're a comedian too, so you gotta come up with that.
Let's see.
Stories from the Bible.
When Jesus puts all the demons in the pigs.
Yeah.
Sponsored by PETA.
Okay. Jesus, when he throw all the demons into the pigs, sponsored by PETA. Okay, they would hate that. Let's say, today's child care is brought to you by Chuck E. Cheese. At least you're going to go home with the same number of kids. Okay, Chris Baker. Communion is brought to you by Napa Valley Vineyards and Goldfish Crackers. Good job. The crucifixion story is sponsored by Red Cross. Good one, Lonnie. Norma, thank you for joining us. If it's your first time, share this. Tell us what city and state. If you're celebrating anything or whatever, if you're single, tell us what it is. It's hard, baby. No, it's not. Yeah, it's kind of hard, but you know.
There's answers.
What?
There are answers being.
Sermon on Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego brought to you by Famous Dave's Barbecue. Good one, Laurie. That's a good one. Come on. Let's see. What would be? What else? Okay. Oh, yeah. Jesus, what do you call it? Oh, Jesus, when he, ascending to heaven, brought to you by American Airlines.
When you walked on water, brought to you by Crocs.
Jesus walks on water, brought to you by Crocs. Why, he wasn't wearing Crocs.
I know, but...
Yeah, that's funny. Come on, guys. I know you can. I know you give me some funny stuff. Comedians in Corona getting quarantined. That's a good one. All right. About fishing with Jesus and brought to you by Gordon Fish Company. Cain and Abel brought to you by Raising Cain. You guys have Raising Cane's in Texas? I thought it was just a California company.
No.
No? Okay, sorry, my son. Yeah. Is their chicken come in which farm? The Walmart farm or the good one?
That's
okay.
Raising
Daniel
Cane's.
in the Lion's
That's
Den,
really
sponsored by the Lion King.
Yeah.
That's a good one. See, you guys are amazing. Lot's Wife by Morton Salt.
This is not a... When the Donkey Talks, sponsored by the Democratic Party.
Oh. What's his name?
What's his name?
Balaam and the Donkey, brought to you by the Democratic National Convention. That's a good one. Nice one, John.
Okay.
That's...
I'm not trying to get political.
No, don't. You're not political. If it was an elephant, it would be. But they didn't have elephants in the Bible.
Yeah, true.
They're too big to fit him in. All right. Keep them coming, people. You guys are on tonight. This is good. Come on, Jeremy. Pastor Jeremy, come on up. Come on. We need some more. Chris Rossetti, bring him on. Come on, guys. Lori, Teresa, everybody. Stiltons. What would be a Bible story or anything in the Bible that that would have something to it? I'm gonna refresh again. Easter parade flavor. What is it? Okay, today's offering song brought to you by Venmo. Okay, let's see. There's brought to you by Noah's Ark brought to you by State Farm. Farmers Flood Insurance, Tower of Babel by White House Task Force. Okay, Jesus turned water into wine, hosted by your local Temecula winery. Good job, Mina. Alrighty, let's see. Scroll up. Okay, Teresa, did we scroll up? Let's see. We need to scroll up and see. Lonnie, okay, alright. Teresa, sermon message, running your Christian race well, sponsored by Nike. That's a great one. Okay, Noah's Ark by Princess Diamond Cruise Diamond Cruise Ships. Good one. The Woman at the Well, sponsored by Arrowhead Water. You guys are funny. This is awesome. That's what it's all about. This is you guys bringing the funny for an hour.
Carol wrote one.
Carol wrote one. My daughter Carol did one. What is it?
Rahab.
Come do it to the...
She said, Rahab, brought to you by Seeking Arrangements.
Rahab, brought to you by Seeking Arrangements. Or Rahab, brought to you by Victoria's Secret. Oh no, that's not good. Good. Okay, When Life Hurts, brought to you by generic toilet paper. I'm telling you, I bought this toilet paper yesterday from 2 days ago from Albertson. It was one of those like cheap ones. You get splinters. Okay, The Resurrection, brought to you by the CDC. Okay, Jesus washing the feet, brought to you by the Good Feet store. All right, When Life Hurts. Okay, Peter collecting taxes, brought to you by H&R Block. No, it's not Vincent Garza. It wasn't Peter. It was Matthew. But it's okay. We'll take that, Vincent. That's a good one. You guys are funny. Keep them coming. Let's see. What character in the Bible and who would be sponsoring that story? See how funny you guys? Because I had my 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 iPad turned off because I don't have to look at it. You guys are bringing them on. Stephen Gannon joined us. Stephen, if we have a Bible story, who would sponsor it? If churches can advertise about their sermon, who would advertise it? Let us see. One layer toilet paper. Okay. The resurrection. Let's see. The Last Supper, sponsored by Blue Apron. Washing the disciples' feet, sponsored by Bengay Deep Eating Wrap. Yeah, no problem. Yes. Let's see. Who would be? Okay, Jesus heals the leper, brought to you by Vaseline. Good one, Jonathan. Good one. Good. We are on tonight. This is good. Jesus heals the leper. Yeah, Vaseline. Let's see. Or Blue Shield of California. What else? What other stories? Let's see.
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve.
Brought to you by Apple.
Brought to you by Apple. Good one.
For what?
Oh, I'm good. No, it turned off because people were funny. I didn't have to look at it. Thank you, sweetheart. My daughter brought me the charger. She heard me say it turned off. This is good. This is the only time my family listens to me is when I'm doing the show. Trust me, the whole day I talk to them. They don't listen. I have to text them. Hey, look up. Talk to me. This is awesome. Pilate washes his hands by Purell. Good one. Let's see. What would be? Oh. And Esther, for such a time as this, and Diamond are us, and the Invitation Spa, the Garden in Gethsemane by Home Depot. Good job, John. John Tedesco, thank you for joining us. There's a lot of new people today, and they're funny. They just got into Jesus Wept, brought to you by the Hallmark Channel.
Ready? Birth at the Manger, sponsored by Febreze.
Birth at the Manger. Oh, brought to you by Febreze. That's a good one. Jesus pays his taxes by Amazon. What? Another one.
Samson and Delilah, sponsored by Great Clips.
Samson and Delilah, sponsored by Great Clips. That's a great one, John. That's a great one. You're on tonight, huh?
No.
Lonnie,
okay. We have viewers.
Cain and Abel, sponsored by Celebrity Deathmatch. Okay, that's funny. Come on, guys, share this with your friends. Let them come join us and laugh with us. We are on tonight. Alrighty. Okay, Last Supper, sponsored by Wonder Bread. That's a good one. Oh, Jesus feeds the 5,000, sponsored by
Hometown Buffet.
Hometown Buffet. That's right. I said that earlier. Okay, now let's see. You guys are funny. That is funny. What else? Let's see. What do you? All right. Maha, good job, John. Love them. Oh, that's of course. That's your
I
son.
wish you said that to me in person.
Yeah, he wishes you say that to him in person.
I'm kidding.
Isaac and Rebecca, sponsored by Jewish Mingle. Okay, Jacob Wrestling and Angel, brought to you by the WWE. That's awesome, guys. Okay, Loaves and Fishes, sponsored by Chicken of the Sea and Wonder Bread. Good one, Jonathan. This is awesome. Stephen got Prodigal Son by Farmer John Pig Farms. You are good. Well, let's keep going. This is on. Keep them coming. Alrighty. Keep them coming. What would be? Let's see. Who else?
There's two right
there. Zacchaeus, brought to you by H&R Block. Okay. Crossing the Red Sea by Carnival Cruises. Good one, John. Let's see. What do we got? I know there's more. What would be?
40 Days in the Desert with Moses, sponsored by MapQuest.
40 Days in the Desert with
By
Moses.
By Waze.
By Waze. That's a good one. 1 minute to sanitize. That's right. In 1 minute, everybody need to sanitize. Every 15 minutes, we sanitize here. So let's see. Betty, thank you for joining us again. We need to sanitize in oh, right now, everybody, let's sanitize. Every 15 minutes here we sanitize. Rhonda Hakim, what are we playing? Okay, Rhonda, what we're saying is like, if you have any character in the Bible or story in the Bible, let's say the church want to do a commercial. They said the sermon today by, let's say, Moses lost in the desert, brought to you by Waze. Or what was the last one you said before that?
What did I say? I said, what did I say?
You forgot.
I totally
Well, we have a
forgot.
lot. The Good Samaritan, sponsored by Curad. Turning Water into Wine by Morgan David. Okay, the Book of Judges, sponsored by Legal Zooms. Good one, Art. See, this is what we're playing. Just tell us, you know. Jane, let's see what Jane said. Jane said, the Good Samaritan, sponsored by Curad. Stephen Gannon, Jesus' First Miracle by Morgan David. What's Morgan David? I've never heard of that. What is Morgan David? Okay, well, let's think about it. Okay, if you know what Morgan David, of course some of you know, let us know. Okay, 10 Plagues brought to you by Orkin. That's right. Orkin, the pest control company. Paul and Silas in prison, sponsored by Juvenile Hall. Good. Elijah, is that you? Okay. Book of Revelation, Rapture story brought to you by the History Channel. Good one. Bianca Sandoval, thank you for joining us.
Blanca.
Blanca, Alex's mom.
Yes.
Hope you guys are doing great. Thank you for joining us. First time. Stephen Gannon, huh? Chris, brilliant. Yeah. Danielle Van Bremen, thank you for joining us. Winemaker. Oh, David Bogan. See, it's a winemaker. Okay, that's why I didn't know it. Wink, wink. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, Jesus rolls away the stone by Tumblr.
You're freezing right now.
What?
One sec, you're freezing.
I'm freezing.
Let me
Okay,
fix it.
give me a refresh.
No, I need a refresh.
You need to refresh. Would that do anything to me?
Yeah.
What? Don't do it. Why?
It's just that you're freezing.
No, I'm moving still, but slowly. Fred Wilson, Majid joined. Okay, let's see. What happened when you refresh? We lose everybody?
Yeah, we try to do a window and then.
No. Just
Wait, we're good. We're good.
we're good. We're good. We thought there was some. You know what? We got the new computer. I mean, we're using a Mac right now, but we got a new computer that's so powerful, but it's still not installed. So hopefully, pray that we get it correctly.
We're good.
So tomorrow will be good.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Let's see. Ron Carson, thank you for Jesus brings Lazarus back from the dead. Brought to you by City Cemetery and the 30-day money back guarantee. Left Behind, brought to you by Lyft. This is good. Jacob, Leah, and Rachel, brought to you by Kristen Mingle. Good job. Tongues of Fire, brought to you by Rosetta Stone. Okay. I'm freezing up. We just fixed it, Amy. In a second, everything will be fine. I know. Let's see. Good. I hope.
You're still strong.
All right. Hey guys, I'm doing something. Adam and Eve by Apple. That's good. Jesus feeds 5,000 fish. They were sponsored by Ed Salt. Joseph freed from prison by Aladdin bail bonds. Excellent. Oh, by the way, guys, this is what we're gonna do. If you want to send me your testimony, message me. Just personally message me. Send me your testimony. And you know how every night, like towards the end of the show, we pray for people. We ask for prayers, and we pray separately, or we're not gonna pray online unless it's serious, something serious. But also, I do an encouragement at the end, and some of this encouragement, I'll be reading one of your testimonies, so it will encourage someone else. Like tonight, I'm going to read Lonnie's testimony. He sent it to me. So that, every night we're going to read someone's testimony to show, because this is a community, it's just not just about me. It's about us laughing together, us encouraging one another. So I want, Rhonda, Lazarus, the man you could smell like. Okay, Paul and Silas brought to you by your local bail bondsman. That's good. Let's see. Tower of Babel, sponsored by Duolingo. That's right. That's a good one. Poland silent. Okay, this is awesome. So anyway, by, around by Old Spice. That's yeah. Lazarus.